Welcome back once again to Outside, Inside, Outside Racing. I am Ian, and we're in my 2009 Honda Fit, which very soon is going to roll over 200,000 miles. Probably not on this journey or the return journey, but a journey later today. I'd almost guarantee it, and I couldn't be happier about that. But this car is not the focus of today's feature presentation. I'm headed out to Kansas City Region Autocross to once again run in the Heritage Classic Street class. But today it's not going to be in my 1972 Celica Dale, because here I am driving the Fit. It'll be in Doug's 1976 BMW 2002. Doug and I have autocrossed together many times in many different cars. I don't think he's driven Dale yet, which is something that we need to remedy, but I've driven his 2002 a good number of times, and I will be driving it again later this year when we go to SCCA Solo Nationals in Lincoln. Throw some Hoosiers on the car and run it in the F Street Prepared class. So this is going to give me some seat time in advance of that event and get me used to the 2002 chassis again, because Doug is building an FSP specific 2002 race car. I went down and worked on it for a little while yesterday and got zero footage of that, but you know, here's a picture of it. It's going to be awesome. There's this wonderful F Street Prepared car that has run in SCCA Solo for a number of years, and it's bright green, and they call it Shrek. And Doug had the opportunity earlier this last year to possibly purchase Shrek, and that sort of fell through. I think the family just wanted to keep it in the family, which is fine. But Doug still wanted a purpose-built Autocross 2002, so he scooped up a really, really great daily driver, almost, runner of a 2002 from our local buddy Blake, and he proceeded to build the way that he thought it should be. And because there's a very famous 2002 that's named Son of Cobra, which is a all-carbon-bodied BMW 2002. Doug's looking at this car as like the son of Shrek, and the son of Shrek has a name, and that's Fergus. Today, just getting some seat time in Doug's other 2002. No Hoosiers today, 200 treadwear tires, but you know what? It's going to be a good day in the Heritage Classic Street class, battling it out with a 911 and a 240Z, and we'll see what we can do. I'm looking for some season points. I'd like to beat someone. Just one someone would be good. If I could beat anyone from the day would be nice. But you know what? Just running today is going to be a pleasure and a privilege. So let's head down to the Metropolitan Community College's Driver Training Center in Independence, Missouri, where we always do our autocrosses here in Kansas City. We'll see everyone. Check out what's going on today. It's one of the best car shows in town because, you know, everybody's going fast. So we all like to see what's new and enjoy the company, walk the track, see what we're in for the day, have our drivers meeting, be told once again how to drive, and then head off to work. Doug works first heat, I work second heat. We don't run until the fourth heat. So speaking of heat, it's going to be 90 degrees today. Boy. Luckily, I have a bigger hat than this one, and we'll deploy that right about now. All right, the big hat has been deployed, and I'm headed back to grid from using, you know, the facilities, the office. I had a good think about the course. Doug and I already walked, had a good look at the course, talked over some strategy, and getting ready to announce and, you know, not race for a long time. Now, before we talk about the rest of the day, I've just got to say, we've got lots of friends in the region, but the honor of wearing the first Outside, Inside, Outside merchandise spotted in the wild goes to our buddy and fellow Honda Fit pilot, Scott Hyland. I was so honored by his choice of attire, and obviously his choice of vehicle, God's own chariot, that I just had to go along for a ride. And I'll use this opportunity to let you know that you too can have your own OIO shirt, and very soon stickers, hats, and much more. Just look for the link down in the description and get your gear today. Now, Scott ran a barn burner of a run with me in the car, and I believe it ended up being his fastest of the day, and good enough for second place in the EST class. Way to go, Scott. Loyal viewer, awesome dude. So I got a free look at the course with him. Then we worked our work assignments, we grabbed some lunch, We watched some runs, and by mid-afternoon we were finally ready for action. So before I get into the runs, I want to talk a little nerd talk about tires. Doug and I would be running this day on the Nankang CR-S, which is a tire that's quickly becoming the go-to for a lot of folks ditching Falcon RT660s, or even maybe the Bridgestone RE71 RS in certain situations. Why? Because they don't just grip, but they build grip. These tires love heat. While the RT660 can get greasy if you overwork it, and the RE71 RS sometimes feels peaky, the CRS just keeps improving. You give it heat, and it gives you lower times. And we gave it the heat. It was already pushing 90 degrees out, and we still threw on the tire blankets after the first two runs, just to speed up the process. We watched pressures and tread temps carefully, and by run 3, we were seeing nearly 200 degrees across the tread, and the tires just kept getting stickier. I was up first in the run order, playing tire warmer in the 2002. On the other side, let's go. Oh yeah, I'm already there. I forgot, sorry. I forgot where the finish was. Run 1, I rolled out with a 52.826. Not fast by the standards of the day, but that wasn't really the point. My job was just to wake up the rubber. Doug followed me up with a 51.390, knocking a second and a half off of my time in his first run, already showing that the grip was coming in. By run 2, the car was coming alive, and I dropped to a 50.290, and then Doug cracked into the 49s with a 49.605. So again, he's 6/10 faster than me, and the CRS tires are really starting to hook up at this point. And run 3 is where it all came together. I threw down a 49.088. I felt amazing about it. It was clean and tight, and it felt like it might hold, but then who should come along to take the wind out of my sails but Doug with a 48.931. A tenth and a half, basically, just enough to edge me out. He tried to better it on run 4, but he clipped a cone. I pushed hard and found a little bit of time, but also snagged a cone. So 49.088 was my fastest. Doug wins. But behind us, Bill Meyer in the mint green 911S was having yet another fast day. He found a groove on run 3, locked in a 49.923, good enough for third place. And then Sam Arent joined us in the 240Z, and he kept knocking off time until he hit a 50.388 on his final run and put him into fourth place. And then William Meyer, Bill's son in the 911, showed early promise, but he couldn't put together a clean flyer below his 52.2 opener. Had a fantastic day running with Doug. In the end, he edged me out by a little over a tenth of a second, which is crazy. Great seat time for Nationals coming up in September when Doug and I will drive that car again in the FSP class with some Hoosiers on it. I wish Dale, my 72 Celica, could have been there to play, but honestly, I am not sure that I would have kept up today. Today opened my eyes a little bit about what we need for Dale. I think we got to unstick the rear because, man, Doug's 2002 rotates like magic. It's just so good. Whether you've got an old car, a new car, a vintage car, a beater car, turbo car, NA car, truck, not an SUV, and not a tall truck either. Anyway, whatever kind of car you got, I encourage you to get on motorsportsreg.com or find your local SCCA chapter and see what events are going on. Get out to an autocross, rallycross, track day. Get out there and drive your car and find your own apex because it is better late than never. Now I'm going to turn this air conditioner back on because I am about to friggin' melt up in here. It is so hot and I don't need to be talking to y'all. I need to be cooling myself off. Oh, thank God. I can breathe again.